Hello everyone, I'm Angela. I'm 26 years old and I was born and raised in Costa Rica up to the age of 13. If you don't know where Costa Rica is, it's in Central America. It's between Panama and Nicaragua. And if you still don't know where that's at, well then I suggest that you probably should find a map and study it. My mother brought me and my sister here in search for better opportunities. And I remember as a little girl, I used to dream about coming to America. It was, everything I always wanted to do was come to America, the land of the free. And, I grew up watching Hollywood movies, and they used to paint this beautiful picture in my head about how wonderful America would be, and how wonderful it would be to live here. And I'm not saying it isn't, but it's not everything I thought it would be either. I'll never forget when my mother told us that we were going to move here. I was so excited. I felt like I won the lottery or something. I get asked very often how we ended up in Oklahoma, of all places. One would think that we would be living by the beach or in a big city like Miami or San Francisco or something like that. But we ended up in a flat state where the weather loves to change dramatically. And, moving here was a very dramatic change for me because, getting used to the weather was one of my biggest things here. And I will never forget my first winter here. It was one of the worst ice storms that we had. And I seriously thought the world was coming to an end, sort of like that movie, The Day After Tomorrow. I just never had felt that much coldness in my life. I never had to wear so many clothing, to keep myself warm. And I just remember people being without electricity and without water, and it's a very, very just crazy experience for me. But here I am 13 years later, and I think I'm finally getting used to it. Or maybe not. But on a more positive note, one of my very fun experiences here in America was when my big brother took me and my sister to our first American store, which was the Dollar Tree. And I just remember being in heaven. He told us everything was $1, and I just thought that was so cool. And he gave us $10 each, and he said, well, you can buy at least 9 things because you'll probably need about $1 for taxes, which I didn't understand back then because back home we don't have taxes, or taxes are already included in the price. So that was also very different for me. My sister and I were very fortunate to get our citizenship at a very young age. Thanks to our American stepfather who adopted us when we were kids, and he gave us our last name. Growing up here, I never understood the importance and privilege I had by being a citizen. And I say that because I have a lot of friends that are foreigners and don't have their legal status here. And, most of them wish they could go back home and visit their family and just, be able to travel. And I actually have that opportunity, and I couldn't imagine not being able to go back home and see my family and, see my home. So I don't take that for granted anymore. And I'm very happy to be here. And Costa Rica will always be my first home. However, Oklahoma has also become my second home, and I plan to, pursue my dreams and further my education. And I'm very glad that I get to do that. Thank you.